Hey guys, my name is Alicia Pate from Pate Ranch, and I wanted to give you guys a quick look at two of the, I'd say, most popular rotaries that are out there on the market today. The one at the top is the Rotoboss, and the one after that you see down here, the red one, is the Pyburn 3.0. And so I have the opportunity to have both of these machines for my two Thunders. And I'm not going to turn them on and use them, but I just want to give you an overview of the look and feel and the differences between the two. One thing to note, the owner of the Rotoboss has come out with a metal version, so this is primarily 3D printed components, the plastic parts. He now has a metal version that is available, and I believe that you can get an upgrade kit with the metal for like $100 or something. So his site is, it's the Rotoboss. I'll put the site on the YouTube link. So let's look at the differences between the two machines. So they're relatively both the same kind of size. There's a little bit of differences in the way we adjust those, and I'll kind of show you what I like about one over the other. But in general, the two are about the same size. It looks like they're the distance that you can engrave something. You're probably looking at almost 13.75 on both of these. This one's about 13.75. So the length is relatively comparably the same. The next thing that you'd be most looking at if you were going to engrave something would be the height and then how much you could lower something. And so let's just do that real quick. So they're both about the same height. It's a little bit of an illusion because the diameter of the wheels, but just looking at them and adjusting them, they both go up the same height. But let's see how low they both go. I'll do them both at the same time. One thing I like about the Pyburn is that you got more, it adjusts quicker, so less rotations to get it to move faster. But one could honestly say, well, I'd rather have more movement and have it move slower. So you got to twist it a little bit longer with the Rotoboss. So let's get them going. We're at our max lower depth on the Pyburn. And then here we are on the Rotoboss. So now if we take a look and see how low these can go, you're looking, it looks like it's about a little over 2 inches, right? Mm-hmm. Then if we look at this one, you're a little bit 3.5 is what that one looks like. So you might be able to, what does this tell us? This tells us that we might be able to get a bigger round item that's a little bit bigger than we would on the Rotoboss. So not a big deal, but just showing you that. So the next type of movement that you would typically do would be the left to right. You got two different mechanisms and designs here. The Pyburn is just a slide mechanism, and then there's if you take a look at this here, this is where you would lock it down. So when you get your adjustment, I like this because it's easy to make quick adjustments on this. If this isn't, I'm not engraving this, but if I was, I can easily move it around and lock it, okay? For the Rotoboss, it's a twist mechanism, so just a different option of design that he chose. So it allows you to move it to where you need to, and then you don't have to lock it. It just stays in place just because it's got a little bit more of a need to rotate it to get you where you need it. So it just depends on what kind of option you like. I know when I first got the Pyburn, I did like the smoothness of being able to go back and forth pretty quick, but that's just me. Looking at the other option that I really like on these two machines, the Pyburn I ordered with the magnetic feet. That is a must. I would highly recommend getting these. It just slips on there, but it keeps it from moving around the bed when you take cups out. You can see how this slides around. I do know that I think Jason sells magnetic feet with these, so if you get a Rotoboss, get the magnetic feet. And it's also a must-have for the Rotoboss. For the Pyburn. So, and if you look here, they just slide into these. Well, I need to tighten the screws, but there we go. So that's kind of something nice to have. Anyway, not a huge, deep, long video. I just wanted to give you a look at the differences between the two. Both great rotaries, so it just depends on what you like. As I lean right now, I probably lean more towards the Pyburn. I like the adjustments a little bit better. Again, I'm not using the latest and greatest out of Rotoboss, so I know he's got a metal version. So just wanted to give you a rundown on what this looks like. Thanks, guys.